And Ms. Davis, as a point of order, I know we've had Ms. Adcock stand up, maybe wanting to make public comment, Ms. Tatum maybe offering some information. At this point, I know we've been in discussion, so it's really if my colleagues want to hear any final comments. Is that correct, Ms.
Generally,
Davis?
at this point, if you have any public comments, it's 3 minutes per person for you to entertain public comments.
Okay, and so that's the realm in which this would be, that either of them. So I guess to the discretion of my board, I've seen some hands, both from Ms. Adcock, Director Adcock, as well as Ms. Tatum. Would the board like to hear these as final? So with that, I saw Ms. Adcock first, Ms. Tatum, and then Ms. Tatum, you. So both of you all are recognized for 3 minutes. If you could just kindly state your name for the record, please.
My name is Joan Adcock. I'm a Little Rock City Director, but also I serve the City of Little Rock as a liaison to the Latino community.
Warning! Warning! Bullshitter alert!
So I'm here today. I want to speak to you for the parents of these children. Have you ever had a woman look at you and say, I want you to help me give away my children? I have. Have you ever been called because some mother is in jail in Benton and she's got 5 children at home? I was. She went to the doctor because she had a back injury, because she held down 2 jobs. And while she was at the doctor, he prescribed a medication that had a narcotic in it, and she went to the pharmacist to get it filled. The pharmacist called the police because they said that it was a false prescription, because it had not gone through the database that the state has. So the police arrested her, kept her in jail all night. Her 5 children came home from school, and no mama. They didn't know where she was. The next day she went to court, and a judge in Benton said, did y'all call the judge? And the answer was no. They called, did you call the doctor? They called the doctor. And he said, gee, I forgot to put it in the database. Before she left court, immigration was there. She was on a list. She was taken that night to some place that no one knew. I have found out that immigration will answer any question for an elected official. She was taken to Lonoke County. 2 days later, she was taken to Louisiana. 3 days later, she was deported. Never seeing her children again. We fed those children for several days. They went to Little Rock Public Schools. Those children are U.S. citizens, and their mother is gone. We made arrangements for a grandmother to come and keep those children. They went to Mapleville Junior High. They went to J.A. Fair. They went to our schools, but they're gone. If you think some mother who is undocumented is going to take her child out of a safe school that Covenant Keepers is and send them across town, or send them to a big school that she sees impersonal to her needs, they're not. They're going to keep them at home. We are going to lose children because of this move. They feel safe at Covenant Keepers. Go there to their night programs. You see the parents coming, parents who cannot speak English. And then you see another person over here that speaks English sit beside them to translate for them. This is what Southwest Little Rock is. In Southwest Little Rock, we have around probably 10 to 12,000 Latinos. We're trying to work with them on trust. In one of my meetings, I had an FBI agent come. And of course, he had on a suit, so I asked him who he was and what he wanted. And he was an FBI agent sent to Little Rock because we had crime in the Latino community that was not being reported. And he was here to see what we was doing about it. And Chief Buckner sent him to look at what we are doing in Southwest Little Rock, because we're having to build trust. We had 15 Latino men go home from grocery shopping, service station, and they was held up. There is a lots of crime in the Latino community. There's a lots of fear. Please, you don't know what these children at Covenant Keepers go through every day, just going to school. Mama going to be home when they get home? Daddy going to be home? These children, these 5 children, their father was deported a few years ago, and they never heard a word from him after he was deported. What was those children thinking? How did they go to school the next day? Please, Let's not add to the problems going on in the lives of these children. They're safe. Their mamas and daddies think they're safe. And let's not tear them apart. Thank you.
Thank you, Director.